It was good. It was good. So anyways, I decided to just give all 3 sauces a dip today. And I'm missing the honey mustard, but that's okay. You know, just trying stuff out, just doing my thing, thinking, and I don't know. Oh man, I played Pokemon Go like all yesterday, and so I went to bed, woke up at odd hours because I didn't go to sleep. So I like laid down, right? You ever lay down and you're just like, you know, I'm not going to sleep, but I'm laying down, and then you end up going to sleep. You know, like, wow, that happened. You ever sit in a parking lot and then someone pulls up next to you and they're looking at their car and you're trying to make a video and it's very distracting because the person's like leaving the car, looking at their car for something, and then hops back in the passenger seat even though they came here alone? Well, that's what I'm experiencing right now, and the guy is very distracting. And there's another person over here. It's a parking lot, man. This happens. If you're going to film in a parking lot, there's people. There's other people here. You know, honestly, triple dipping the nuggets like that is not that great, honestly. I just did it. Well, I keep doing it, and on TikTok, people liked it. It got views on TikTok, so I guess I'm a sellout. And this is the first time I wore this shirt. I don't know how I feel about it. I was debating not even wearing it. Actually, I have a red shirt. Well, it's got red, white, and very dark blue stripes. So it's not like red, white, and blue. It kind of looks like such dark blue that it doesn't even look blue. So it's like a different red, white, and blue. It's not like traditional or like American. But I never wore that shirt because it's red. I just felt like it stands out a little. I don't know, like whenever you wear red, you're just going to stand out. So I get a little red on my shoes, so my shoes are like black and red. I would take it out to show you, but I don't want to. But yeah, I kind of woke up a little bit tired, and I wasn't even going to make a video today. But I'm like, you know what? I got to give the people something. And so I thought of this shirt when I'm like, oh yeah, the McNugget package is orange, right? So let's just make a video with the orange shirt when you're just doing McNuggets. Because I thought of like using this shirt for a strawberry shake and a chocolate shake. I don't know how it would go. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But it just seems like orange and brown and orange, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about orange. And I got this shirt. It's probably not something I would normally get. But, I'm just like, or like a yellow shirt. Probably just looks like a piss stain. Like if you wear yellow pants, right? Like just think about that for a second. Why does nobody ever wear yellow pants? Yellow shorts? Ever? You ever see someone with yellow shorts or yellow pants? I had yellow boxers once. They're like, those kind of fancy boxers that you can buy, and they have some weird design on them or whatever. And they just had this big smiley face. So they were like the classic smiley face with a red tongue and on the back. But they were just yellow. So I had those before. And then I had a yellow shirt. And I actually was thinking about, like, how come yellow? You never really see people in yellow. And I think to blend in, people just wear, like, gray and black and stuff. And, like, orange is, I don't know, I feel like an orange. I feel like citrus. I feel like I should go drink, like, a orange Julius or whatever. Like a fruit smoothie or something. Actually, that might be something that I might try. I wonder if that's less calories than ice cream, probably. But it's basically just like artificial fruit and sweetener. Just like how everything is based off your immune system, and your immune system is a lot of it's based off of fruit. That's why they say eat your fruits and vegetables, man. I actually enjoy fruits. They're not that bad. They're actually pretty alright, you know. I had some, man, I don't know how I don't like this shirt. I don't know. Wearing orange is weird because no one does. No one wears an orange shirt. Like, I feel kind of cartoonish, so that's okay. Like, I feel kind of live action cartoonish wearing an orange shirt, you know what I mean? Like, unless you want to feel like a cartoon, you probably wouldn't use particular colors. So when I pulled out here, well, it's not a Jeep, but, a Land Rover pulled up with a bunch of teenage kids, high school kids, middle school kids, I don't know, pulled up. A bunch of them just hopped out. Oh, man, a lot of them. So I guess I'm going to go play Pokemon Go. I was going to stream it, but I have unlimited data, but the data goes to 2 gig after you use the 4 gig. I will probably never do chicken nugget triple dip ever again like that. And I don't know if I'll wear this shirt ever again. I'm not sure. Like, if people like the videos, I might do it. It might be good for just like chicken nuggets, or if I do something a little bit fruity or something. You know what I mean? It's almost a fruity color in a way. It's like you can eat a hamburger in an orange shirt. Like, usually people wear like blue shirts, you know. Everywhere like blue. Like, brown is pretty bold. Pure black is... Actually, most people probably wear black shirts. I don't know. Go watch people. Go sit on a bench and just look at people for a while. Better yet, film people for... So just put up a camera somewhere. Like you can get a mini camera. You can get a camera so small, you can put it somewhere and no one will even know it's there. So you could literally film anything and people wouldn't even know. You could. I seen them. I seen them, man. I seen those cameras. It's crazy. But a lot of them are based on movement. So if they sense movement, then they'll film. So I don't know. But so you could just go set up a camera and film people for like a month straight, right? So you film people. You might need to recharge it though, or something, or whatever. It might need to be plugged in. You know, you can figure it out. But I'm just thinking, film people for like a really busy, like metropolitan area. Film people. Just what do they wear? Like, just look at all the combinations. You know what I mean? Isn't that strange to think about? You just film people for like a month straight, and you just look at all the stuff that they wear. And you just look at these people, because have you really ever seen all the people, right? Think about it. Have you seen that many people? Like, who really sees that many people? Unless you're sitting out there all day. Then maybe you've seen more people than... But, like, how many people do you actually see? Especially if you're in a busy area. Like, how many people? I was just thinking about how subways are such a great thing. They're pretty neat, you know? That's pretty neat that he's like, hey, there's this train underneath me, and it doesn't follow the rules of traffic, and it's going to take me where I need to go. That's pretty cool. If you think about it. It is actually pretty cool. But it's like, I don't know, man. Being underground, you got to have that mole mentality, you know? I'm not afraid if the ceiling comes caving in. Maybe this shirt was a mistake. Probably was. I should just eat an orange. I feel like that's the only thing. Just eat an orange. That'll fit it best. Just eat an orange raw. Eat the peel and everything. Screw it. You know, I was thinking about doing that. Like, what if I got a full apple in my mouth, right? And I just... That probably seems dangerous. You're going to strain your jaw. I was thinking about eating, like, just raw vegetables that people wouldn't normally eat. And just... Or, like, something like that, right? Because, like, if you go to McDonald's, that's kind of cliche for eating on camera. Who's gonna document the other stuff? Like, you know, it's like, it's just eating. But, no, this is making history. This is showing people what a person in this day and age looked like when they ate something. All right? This is making history. Just because it doesn't get a lot of views doesn't mean it's not making history, okay? You are a piece of history. As soon as you upload a video, you're a piece of history. And you never know. Maybe if you made a bunch of videos in 20 years, people will appreciate you. Maybe your generation isn't here yet. You know what I mean? Maybe it's going to take some time. Maybe the human race needs to program themselves to you. And so they can make babies that are worthy of that enjoyment. Well, think about that for a second. Do women actually automatically create the new generations by choosing who they want to be with? Think about that for a second. Do they automatically do it? Are they really that intuitive? Probably not. But I was thinking about, like, subconsciously, you're picking to have these kids because this genetic strand is going to have this kind of movement in the future. So right now, people are like, oh, he's doing this stuff and he needs help. And so nice women are like, hey, I'm going to have kids. And subconsciously, they don't actually think it. They're just like, I'm going to have a kid that's going to have a kid that's going to have a kid that's going to support this guy in the future. So 20 years from now, I'm creating fans by just doing stuff now. But honestly, if I was real, I mean, it's kind of like my legacy. Like, a legacy almost feels nothing on the internet anymore. Do you know how many people there are? Everyone's inspired in the same way in their own field. You realize that, right? Everyone wants to be a revolutionary, like this person who did something so significant. And then once that person comes along, it's like, well, how long until something else comes along? Some people don't really respect comedy that much. They don't really think of it as really that big of a deal. But I feel it is highly influential. Just think about how that can influence people. So, you know, it can be such a huge component. People only look, like, when people think of, like, discoveries or something that's hugely impactful, it's almost like they don't even think about arts or anything. It's almost like they're just like, yeah, oh, he created a new technology, give it to him. Oh, he cured a disease, give it to him. Well, maybe I'm curing a disease, huh? Maybe I'm the genius with the serum, huh? Maybe I came up with an ingenious formula that is seducing the masses, and it's getting in their head, and they're starting to think a little bit, and it's getting into their subconscious mind, and it's getting into their memory, and it's getting into their DNA. You know, I'm getting in there just like I'm a bacteria or a virus, or a vaccine to the forehead. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it is. Vaccine to the forehead. That's the song I could bang. I don't say that's a banger. I don't say that. I don't know who started that. Actually, that's probably been around forever. Like, bro. Like, I don't know. I never really heard people say bro too much when I was younger. But then I got older, and a lot of people say that online, and I'm like, are these douchebags? Because I don't really feel like I hung out with douchebags. I kind of hung out with cool, smart people. I like to think that anyway. Maybe you're always on the other side of the fence no matter where you're at. You're like, yeah, I hang out with cool, smart people, and I'm fucking smart and original, and then you get older, and you're like, I'm probably just another one. I'm just another statistic. I'm just another statistic of comedy. So anyways, I'm probably going to get out of here, though. I'm going to go play some Pokemon Go, I guess, because I'm total nerd. I'm probably getting carbon monoxide poisoning because I didn't open my windows. Because it's kind of noisy outside. I'm trying to make a video. I'm probably never going to triple dip like that ever again. So every time I've done multiple dips and multiple sauces, it's been at the end of the video for like 2 nuggets. So I only tried it for like 1 or 2, but doing it with 10 nuggets... And see, this is what I'm saying, making history. Like, no one really knew this. But my personal opinion, unless you got, like, really bored of having one at a time, it's not that great. Don't mix them, okay? Of course, you could just go through the drive-thru and all the extra sauce packets you get, and then you could take it home and put it in an empty ketchup bottle or whatever, and mustard, whatever bottle, and put that in the bottle and mix it all up, and hey, these are all the sauces from McDonald's in one. And you know what? I should do that. When people actually, because, like, I have ideas all the time. I have a bunch of ideas written down at home, okay? Ideas. But I've done ideas before, and it doesn't always get me ahead, man. It's almost like, hey, just sitting here eating this stuff is a better idea than anything. That's the simplistic idea that you could go with. Because, like, I have ideas, and I do the idea, and it's like no one cares. I have a really funny bit, a really funny joke, and I take all this time to do it in animation. It's like, no one cares. And sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's really worth it. You just kind of gotta keep going with it. But I'm off to try to do impressions in this shirt, this orange shirt, and I don't know how that's gonna go. But I almost feel like, for my idiotic impressions, an orange shirt fits that well. I don't know. Maybe this shirt's gonna save me. Because I'm like, I don't know about this shirt, blah, 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 but maybe this shirt is the chosen one. I don't know. I think it's good to mix it up, though. You know, there's a particular shirt that I got, and they only had one in my size. And then I went to go order it online, but they want you to buy a minimum of $50 of stuff. But I already spent like $75 buying some shirts. I don't want to spend another $50 to get. But it's a cool shirt. It's the black one with the white little dot pattern things. Because I want 3 of them, not just one of them. I wish there was another store that had kind of this casual wear that I'm looking for. I don't know. Maybe I'm not really wearing something that not too many people care about. Just wear a shirt. Just wear shirts from gift shops, man. God, I wonder how many shirts you can get from. Actually, you could probably get any of those tourist shirts online. If you get the tourist shirts online, it's almost like you went there. Cause that's a good idea. I should do that. So go buy a bunch of tourist shirts, right? And then just wear them in my videos. And if someone says, hey, I went there on my vacation with my family one time. And I'm like, yeah. And that's the common spark of relativity between me and that person that builds a fandom for a lifetime. Is that tourist shirt right there. That was the spark. That was the connection they needed, you know? And see, this is what I do. Because I'm on a live stream, like, yeah, I went there with my family and stuff, you know, and I'm like, when did you go there? I did too. And they're like, yeah, oh my God, we're like the same person. I'm going to donate $1 million to you. I wish. But then what happens after that? You know? I mean, honestly, if I made like, say $100 million, I don't even know what the hell I would do. What are you supposed to do at that point? Sit around and sip tea? Probably. I already do that, though. Think about that. What are you going to do? Okay, you're going to buy nice clothes, nice this, that. Maybe you could do some interesting things. Maybe you have a house with a fountain, an interesting fountain. But what's after that? You're always going to go back to that, well, what now? And then you're just going to be sitting there sipping tea. So, we're all stuck in the same perpetual moment. Trust me. Okay? Money doesn't matter. All right? It does. It does, but it doesn't. But it's like, what are you supposed to do when it's like, people get rich and it almost seems like they're just lucky. Like, you're so lucky you were smart enough to think of that thing. You're so lucky you're smart enough to have that skill, that genetic strand of DNA that made you get a good job. You're so lucky to be a talented musician. God, legendary. Don't say legendary. I'm trying to just give some of these words that kind of filter in the, circulate in the airwaves. I'm trying to give them the cut. I'm just being honest. I'm trying to, I almost think this shirt brings a comedic edge to me because I'm just doing some stuff right now, and I'm almost feeling it. I'm almost feeling it. Like, dude, this is a different person. And I was actually doing thrift shopping, so I would go to thrift shops and I was trying to do, build costumes and stuff, and I was doing that for a little while. And I did a couple characters with thrift store stuff. Someone's backing out of the drive-thru. They were at the thing and they just backed out. Wow. Never seen that before. Oh, they're going to the pickup order. Crazy. That person's crazy. You ever drive off at most drive-thrus have a drive-off lane, so you can drive off. You can drive around. Some of them don't, though. But I've driven off. Like, sometimes if I order something and they're like, yeah, $20, and I'm like, I don't know about this. I don't know. I was trying to get a $1 sandwich or something. I don't know. Like, it gets expensive. It's so hard to eat fries in the car. All you could do is just squirt the ketchup on it and eat it like that. It's so bad. There's nowhere to put the fries. That's why I got this stupid little table thing. But I don't really like it. And I even broke it and I had to tape it. Stupid table. It's pretty uncomfortable too. There's not really a thing built for that, for eating fries in your car. There's nothing. Well, okay, so if you get the Big Mac case, that could work, actually. A Big Mac case, because put the fries in the Big Mac and you could dip. Or the chicken nugget case would work, too. Actually, I sent a message to McDonald's online, and I was like, yeah, so you should make a thing on your fry carrier that folds out, and you could put a little ketchup thing in it. So that way you can eat them in the car. But what they said was, they can't take my ideas. They can't take ideas from people that send them in. It's in a disappointment, so we're never going to get that. I don't really know if it would be that significant. But if they could probably print off the fry case with that there, so if people need it, fold out the M. See, if I worked there, now I have to go get a job at McDonald's Corp. So then I could be like, hey, I work here now. So now you could use my idea. I'd probably be pitching it. They'd probably turn that down, honestly. That's probably going to cost them too much money for like 5 people who like to eat fries in your car. But it doesn't really work. You ever try? I think most of the time if I'm going to eat fries in my car, I never really thought about that. But yeah, I would just go home and, put the ketchup on the table, on the wrapper. Those wrappers seem pretty thin though. If you set some on something and maybe there was some nasty bacteria on there, would it actually seep through? And, I had some of those cups. If you have a paper cup with water in it, you leave it into your car too long. I like to keep my car pretty clean. Like, my rule of thumb is don't throw anything that had food on it in your car, because that's going to sneak up your car. But honestly, I had fries the other day in my car, just in my car, and I ate them in my car, and that smell actually lingered. And honestly, I probably need to give this a whole pap smear. But I'm out of here. I'm gonna do some more comedy today. I'm gonna go do some Pokemon Go. Like I said, I would like to stream Pokemon Go, but I don't know how much my data will really handle that. But I can still make videos of it. And when I get home, I can stream myself just evolving stuff if I want. I did that last night, so that was like my return to streaming. But we'll see how it's gonna go. I actually got Diablo 3 for free, so I went to go check out Diablo 4 and Diablo 3. How much Diablo 3? And Diablo 3's been out forever, but and I beat it, or I played it. I don't remember. I don't think I played the expansions or anything, but I played it on console, I think, and on Xbox, I think Xbox 360 maybe. Or Xbox One, probably 360, actually. It was a long time ago. Damn, that was a long time ago. Wow, they haven't had a new game in a long time. Why? Wow, just like Grand Theft Auto. A lot of this stuff is just online stuff. People like online stuff now. Like Grand Theft Auto. Man. Yeah, they really needed a new game. I think I don't want to say I was kind of ripping them on Twitter, because I was kind of ripping them on Twitter about it, because dude, it's been so long, and you're selling the same GTA 5. That game's been out like 10 years. Diablo 3's been out over 10 years, probably 13 years or something. I don't even know the exact, but it's been out a long time. Actually, I'm pretty disappointed. Well, actually, they did come out with Diablo 2. I don't know all the stuff they've released, but it seems a little bit disappointing. I feel like Diablo 4 should have came out 5 years ago. Or something. At least. It's just not another release for that long. That's kind of rude. You have so many fans, and you're just... you guys got a lot of money. I just think it's not worth it to them to release a game. They want to release a game at the exact time. Kind of like how the Elder Scrolls, they come out with Elder Scrolls Online and it kind of ruined it. It's this was kind of like a cool single player experience. It was kind of casual gaming until you brought all these other people in and it ruined it, Kind of like how streaming, streaming came to exist, and then it made a lot of gamers more aware of their skill. So then you're not as good. Because usually you have 5 friends, 10 friends, maybe even 20 friends. But how many of them really exchange, gaming information. Like how like how good your other friends are, but like if you play with those couple people or like whoever you're hanging out with, you might meet a lot of people in your life. Like I've hung out with a lot of people in my life. So like you have like 10 friends that you probably even know remotely of their skill, but you're like the best, And then streaming came along, and once you start paying attention to that, your eyes just open, and you're like, and the veins start coming out, and your black veins start coming out in your face. You're like, oh, I'm bad. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty good, and I can pretty much play any game pretty well. But it's, for me to watch the level, because they'll just sit there and grind all their life. That's all they do, especially if you're a successful streamer and you start getting paid and you're such a good player and you've just been grinding forever and ever and ever. And people are like, oh, he's so good. He's like, yeah, he's been playing for like 10 years straight. He's been playing for like 30 years straight. Can you imagine the future? Some of those streamers that don't quit gaming, they're like gaming for like 50 years. There's got to be a breaking point with these. And there is a breaking point. I guess it's just like, it's like kind of comedy too. Comedy's kind of the same way. Like, how long can you keep this up? You know what I mean? This sick addiction. But anyways, no, I think gaming is pretty positive. God damn, I had a lot to say today. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. One day of not making a video saying much. And, I'm killing it. It's because I do therapeutic videos at home. I decided that go talk about the bullshit that you shouldn't be talking about, the boring stuff, and record yourself and put that on your computer. Don't post that. And then when you get to making a video, you can talk about the interesting stuff. Well, I'm out of here now. That was I had a lot of interesting things to say today. It was a pretty good video today. I don't know about this shirt. I think it works though. I think I'm an orange today, I guess. Eat me up. Eat that citrus. Get that vitamin C. You need those vitamins. I'm out of here. Peace. Peace out, Girl Scout. I don't know why I say that. Is that lame? Is that 90s? All right, peace out.